No Veda, no Veda, Abhara. No Veda, Abhara. Atharva 20566. 20566. No Veda Abhara. No, it becomes Naha. Veda Vidignane. Bhara Dubhri Bharana Poshanayoho. Dubhri Bharana Poshanayoho. To fill and nourish. To fill and nourish. No Deva Abhara. Please fill us and nourish us with Veda, with Jnana, with knowledge, with wisdom. It's very easy to understand based on the discussions we had so far on different topics and with different perspectives, dimensions. One second. Knowledge, yes, knowledge is the very important feature factor of human beings. When I say knowledge, it's very clear. It is not Swabhavika Jnana. It is something beyond Swabhavika Jnana. Swabhavika Jnana is that knowledge which is sufficient to carry on things, to attend to the basic instinct. It's instinctive knowledge. Instinctive knowledge is called as Swabhavika Jnana. It is there in all animals. Idra, Ahara, Bhaya, Maithuna. Okay, fine. But human beings have got a knowledge beyond that. Their horizon of knowledge is farther and greater than that of any other animal. They can think, they can analyze, they can foresee, they can guess, they can estimate, they can discriminate. So many things are there. Now, these are all the special features of human beings, and knowledge is supreme in the life of a human being. So knowledge is essential. We do have different sources of knowledge. The best and infallible source of knowledge is that of Vedas. Time-tested, broad, deep, whatever you want to say, you can say. So that knowledge is supreme, ultimate, and our search for knowledge and truth ends up with Vedas. This is very clear. Because Vedas are God-given. Vedas are God-given. And Vedas never discriminate. It's for all. And it gives us the tips to lead a better life, to improve our quality of life. So anybody who is in search of peace and bliss, anybody who wants a better quality of life, has to search for truth, and that search finally ends up only in Vedas. Where they start is immaterial. When they start is immaterial. How they start is finally their search ends in Veda, because that's ultimate. Should we believe it? No, it's not a question of belief. It's a question of fact. Don't believe, verify, check. If it is yes, take it. Otherwise, no. How do you check? How do you say it is truth? How do you say it's ultimate? I cut you. The first thing is, It's for all. That's number one. It never discriminates for you and not for you. It never says so. It says this knowledge is for all. And that knowledge is holding good at all places, at all times, and for all. It's the same. It is totally objective. It's not subjective. That objective itself makes it supreme. Whereas other source of knowledge and the knowledge what you get from other sources, they are subjective. If you believe it is you, it's for you. You don't believe it's not for you. But here it doesn't say whether you believe it or not, it is for you. If you take it, that is good. If you don't take it, it's your responsibility. But it is for you. It's given for you. This is how Vedas declare. You are a human being, then this knowledge is for you. This guidance is for you. Over. This very style itself is wonderful. And that knowledge what is given is in abundance, more than what we need. If we take it, it's more than what we need. And it is given free. No charges, no bills, no payments. And it is pure. Pure, abundant, and free. These are all the features of the knowledge given by God. Once again, when I say God, it is not an inert idol. That also we are clear. It is an omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent entity, which has no beginning, which has no end. Satchidananda. So that also should be very clear. It's given by such entity, and it's for all, no discriminations. Now that is ultimate. That knowledge is ultimate. You don't find a knowledge equivalent to that. On the other hand, every other source of knowledge has been influenced by this knowledge, whatever you call it at whatever time. They are influenced by this basic ultimate knowledge. It would have been wonderful if they had taken only that and kept it safe. But the human mind has played with it and has added so many things which are not as pure and as strong and as supreme as that knowledge. So it is actually polluted or mixed with human brain and the products of human brain. So there also, if we actually bifurcate, differentiate, yes, we find so many things which are in tune with the Vedic knowledge, the ultimate one, and other things which are man-made. We can segregate. It's always possible. Every source of knowledge is definitely influenced by that basic source of knowledge called Veda. Accepting or not accepting is a different thing. But fact is that we can prove it. So Veda means it is knowledge for the well-being of the whole world, which is ultimate, the oldest and the strongest, the deepest, whatever you call it. Now we want that knowledge. Now how much we want? It says, Abhara, fill us. Don't leave any space in us. We want to be filled by that knowledge. We don't want any other knowledge. This knowledge we want, that is the ultimate thing, and you fill us with it to the brim. Immerse us in it. Let us get submerged under this knowledge. What will happen? Abhara, that word bhara is not only filling it up, but at the same time it is nourishing. It will nourish us and improve the quality of our life. We are open to it, shower it on us. Fill us to the brim. So it's not just filling, it is filling us with all nutrients. The nutrients are for the body, for the mind, and for the soul. It nourishes all. The body, the mind, and the soul. You don't find any other knowledge, any source of knowledge, which attends to all these three. The filling up and the nourishment of all the three. Body, mind, and soul. Body, we find so many things. Little we find about the mind, the psyche. But things which attend to the requirements of the soul, the improvement of the soul, the improvement in the strength and purity of the soul, we don't find anywhere except in the Vedas. Because the source of knowledge what we have got elsewhere, they are yet to understand that there is an entity called soul, Satchit and Satchiananda. They concentrate more on Sat, which is inert, which is without consciousness. Soul is one which is consciousness in a limited way, and super soul, or you say Vishwa Chetana, that is Satchidananda, which is also consciousness unlimited. Now, these basic fundamental concepts that build up the world, that makes this whole world, is not clear. But in Vedas, it is very, very, very clear. So this knowledge, if it fills us, definitely it nourishes us, and definitely our quality of life, not just mine, but the quality of mine and the family and the society and the world will be improved. What's the proof? Study all the discussions what we have done so far. I have taken so many excerpts from the Vedas, not only Atharva, from other Vedas also, and we discussed and explained so many things. Do you find any one statement, not more than one, I'm asking, any one statement which doesn't fit this definition, this explanation, what I'm telling? You don't find. You don't find. Every statement, each and every statement is capable of improvising the way we think, the way we talk, the way we do things, and it contributes to the well-being and world peace of all the living beings. Every statement, you can verify. If you find any statement which doesn't fit this definition, this explanation, you are free to show it up and say this is wrong. You have said something, it is not matching that. Hundreds of statements we have seen, hundreds of excerpts we have seen from the Vedas, quotations. You don't find even one which doesn't fit this explanation, definition, what I have been telling now. All of them fit it 100%. It is so broad, it's so deep, and so invigorating. It just makes us more and more active. It makes us more and more knowledgeable. It nourishes us. We become stronger. All 100%. So what's our prayer? Naha Veda Abhara. He fill us with that great knowledge. That's a prayer. So that knowledge will not come out to us automatically. That also I have been telling again and again. We have to put our own efforts to study it, to understand it, to experiment it, experience it. Yes, we will get everything. No Veda Abhara. Atharva 20.56.6. It's not that it's a blind love towards Vedas we are speaking all these things. Never. Never. It has got that quality, it has got that internal potential, and we recognize it and say it is so. If there is any other source of knowledge which is better than this, definitely we are free, we are open to accept it. We never say no. But so far, this has been the one and the only source of knowledge with these qualifications. It is based on facts and reality and not just blind love or faith because it is something great, because something is Indian, because something is given by God. No. Because it is rational, logical, and truthful, we are taking it. That's the basis. That is the parameter for us to take this as the ultimate. Next one. Bhadra Indrasya Ratayaha. This I discussed earlier. I'm just rushing through because we got it here in the order. Bhadra Indrasya Ratayaha. Radane. Ratayaha, plural, gifts, gifts of God. God is there, Indra, Indrasya Ratayaha. The gifts given by God, they are all Bhadra, Bhadi, Kalyani, welfare giving. Bhadra Indrasya Ratayaha. All gifts given by God are all welfare giving, are all pleasant, pleasurable, all A to Z. Think of everything that is given by God, not man-made. Air, water, land, vegetation, rain, sun, moon, fire. Take anything, take anything. All these are the primary requirements of every living being and is all given as gift of God. All is given as gift of God. And why it is welfare giving and it is great? Because all these gifts which are given are, number one, pure. Somebody may raise an objection. No, air is not pure, it's all polluted. Water is not pure, it's polluted. Land is polluted. But basically, when it is given, it was pure only. It was we who polluted it. It was not given in the polluted form. It was given in the purest form possible. Even now, where this so-called civilization or so-called modernization has not reached, if you go to those corners, there definitely the quality of air and water and land is definitely better and superior. It is we, our way of life. It is our so-called modernization. It's our so-called civilization. We have spoiled them. We have polluted them. Otherwise, everything is pure. Whatever is given is pure. Is that all? No, abundant. This also I keep on repeating. Pure, abundant. It is given in such a quantity which is sufficient for not only human being, for all creatures on this planet. It's in abundance. We have created shortage by meddling with the natural cycles and natural sources. We have exploited them to such an extent that this balance is lost, this abundance is lost. And we are hoarding the resources and prevent others to get it. So we find shortage. But this shortage, what we are seeing, this scarcity, what we are seeing, it is totally man-made. As it is, it's available. If you leave it for everyone to take it freely, it is available for every creature on this planet in abundance, more than what they need. And what is the third quality of it? Free. Never we are charged for these gifts. Never. Any other agency which provides us certain facilities, by the end of the month, they'll send us a bill and ask us to pay it. If we don't pay, they'll see that we pay through our nose with interest and other things. But the sun has been giving light since centuries, thousands of years. Never, not even once, has sent us a bill to pay for that light and heat what he has supplied. It's free. See, these are the qualities of God-given gifts. Indrasya Ratayaha, God-given gifts. Indra is the one who is all wealthy. Idi Paramaishwarya. He is the owner of all these resources. Has been giving us all this. And all his gifts are welfare giving. Can we live without water? Can we live without air? Can we live without land? Can we live without vegetation? Can we live without sunlight? Can we live without moonlight? No, everything is essential for us. And all these necessities, all these essentials are given. They are all for our welfare, for our existence, and for our perseverance. Leading a better life. I got a goal. Human life has got a goal. To achieve it, we want an area, a karya kshetra. And this is the area that is given to us to work upon. We are all blessed with it. Provided we make the best use of it to achieve the goal. If you are mundane, if you are materialistic and start exploiting this, the result is pollutions of all sorts. The rain, which should have been very wonderful and welcoming, that rain has become acid rain. The water, which flows on the earth, which should have been really enjoyable, has become polluted. The air has become polluted. The food, what we eat, is to a very great extent mixed with poisons and carcinogenic materials. It's not pure. Wherever man has meddled against the system of nature, everything has got lost and polluted. But basically what is given by God, that is Indrasya Rateha, the gifts of God, they are all welfare giving and they are all peace giving and for our betterment. Absolutely no doubt about it. Bhadra Indrasya Rateha. The only responsibility on our side is To use them as they are and not meddle with it. If you meddle with it, yes, we are into problems. As it is, if we use it, yes, we can lead a very, very happy and simple life and beautifully achieve, purposefully achieve the goal of life, goal of human life, to be precise. So that is Bhadra Indrasya Rateha. This I have discussed earlier also. Just I rushed through it. Next. Vishwakarma, Vishwadevo, Mahan Asi. Vishwakarma, Vishwadevo, Mahan Asi. 20.62.6. 20.62.6. Vishwakarma, Vishwadevo, Mahan Asi. You are that. Asi, you are that. Mahan Asi. Mahan, it's great. Mahan, one who is worthy of our reverence. You are that. Pujaniya. Mahapujayam is the root. Mahapujayam. You are the one worthy for our reverence. So you are great. So great is the secondary meaning. The primary meaning is one which is worthy of our respect and reverence. Mahanasi. Why you are Mahan? Why you are great? You are worthy of reverence because you are Vishwakarma and Vishwadeva. Vishwakarma. One who has created all this. All. Where is that Vishwa? Vishwa is all. Vishwa is all. Vishwar Vyaptav. It encompasses everything. Karma. So what all are created, they are all your own works. Everything, A to Z. A whole universe. Whatever you find in the universe, they are all basically your contribution. It is your work of skill out of your omniscience, out of your omnipotence, out of your omnipresence. They all are created. This whole universe, A to Z. That is Vishwakarma. Not only that, all this what you have created, you have given to Sachits, Vishwadeva. Devo Danat. One has given. So all this has been created not for his sake, not for the sake of Satchanda, it is for the sake of Sachit only. It's for us only, the whole universe is given. Everything in this universe, every setup, every law, every material, every knowledge, everything is given for us. Vishwadeva. Vishwa is everything. Deva given. Has created everything, and all that he has created, everything is given to us. So because of this, you are Mahanasi. We are indebted to you. We are indebted to you. Because without what all you have given, I cannot survive. What all I need for my survival, what all I need for my progress, everything is given by you. And not that you brought it somewhere and given. No, you created it and gave us. Vishwakarma and Vishwadeva. You are worthy of our reverence. We respect you. Prostrations to you. It's surrender to you. We are in your system. We are part of your system. And depending upon how the system works, we frame our life and be in tune with that. That is the best way for us. That's the best type of life we can lead. Vishwakarma, Vishwadeva, Mahanasi. The whole environment is congenial, is peaceful, compatible for our existence and progress and our achievements. We don't find any environment which is more compatible than this. We have got everything what we need for our progress, for our achievements, for our endeavors. Everything we need, it is available. And it's all your gift. It's all given by you, Vishwadeva. Everything is given by you. Everything is formed for us, for the sake of we people, we creatures, we Sachits. When they say Sachit, it doesn't mean only human beings, all creatures. But to understand and saying so that we are indebted, it is possible only for human beings. Other creatures cannot understand it and speak like this. So we, on our behalf and on behalf of all other creatures, thank that great God, worship it, revere it, respect it. That is Mahan, Mahanasi, you are great. Now, all this is not a story, it's not a fiction, it's a fact. It's a fact. Out of what is given, we manufacture and prepare so many things, that's fine. But the basic material, what we need for our existence, is all gift of God. I may build a house, fine. Out of what? Maybe out of mud. Okay, one example. Building of house is my work. But the basic material, what is required to build a house, maybe iron to mud and concrete to this and anything, the basic material is all God given. I never manufactured that. A basic raw material is given by God. Upon it, I have secondarily and tertiary, I have prepared my own goods. I have manufactured so many things. Furniture. Okay, it's my manufacturing. But to manufacture this furniture, the basic raw material is wood. Did I manufacture wood? No. Wood was the product of God's manufacture. I used it and prepared my furniture. But the basic raw material is given by God. You take anything for that matter. Everything, all raw materials, what I want, it's all the gift of God. To make it very simple, whatever I want to do, the basic materials have to be from the 5 elements. Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi, over. They're all the basic elements out of which the whole universe is made, including my own Sharira, Indriya, Manas. They're all the basic materials I got. Upon it, I have developed and manufactured everything. At the second level, third level, fourth level, nth level. Okay. But without the raw materials in the first place, I could not have done anything. So all the raw materials for all my works, for all my requirements, is basically the gift of God. Vishwadeva. He is the one who has gifted all these things, has given everything. And how he has given? He has manufactured. He is the Vishwakarma. He has manufactured all these basic, the basic things we are not able to manufacture. From what is there, I can create fire. But fire in the first place, I cannot create. Where there is hydrogen and oxygen, okay, with that H2O, I can manufacture water. But what about H and O? That's not my manufacture. It's given already. It's there. Out of H and O, I can create H2O. But it's not also not an easy process. To create H2O from H and O itself is a very big task. Somehow I can do it, but how can you do it without H and O? And to be very precise, water is not just H2O. It has got so many other properties and qualities, which I cannot explain in terms of HO, C, something with alphabets. I cannot explain. It's got so many properties. All these properties are not reflected in H2O. Ultimately, what is to be said, what is to be understood, that Satchidananda is the creator of this entire universe, micro to macro, and what all has been created is freely, purely, in abundance, donated, gifted to all Sachits. Vishwadeva. So because of this, you are worthy of our reverence, you are worthy of our gratitude, you are worthy of our respect. Mahanasi, you are great. I have nothing to say about it. Now, such an entity, Satchidananda, does exist because that is the source of all this. Those who say God is not there, most of them, if I'm right, they're challenging the God what we have manufactured. Maybe idols, maybe this and that. They say this is not God. Fine. Vedas never say that is God. Vedas speak of Satchidananda as God, and Satchidananda is everywhere and is formless. And it is everywhere. The whole world is temple of God. So those who speak of other gods, they say this is a place where God is there, maybe in the form of a temple or a mosque or synagogue or something, and they show some idols, they show something and say this is God. Yes, people who are rational and who think, they challenge it and they're right. But if you explain the existence of God in this way, even the atheists accept it and say, yes, we have to accept such an entity. Nobody is an atheist when explained rightly. If you don't explain it rightly, yes, they become atheists and they're right. If you show an idol which is neither omniscient nor omnipotent or omnipresent, they say this is not God because they are telling God is omnipresent. Does this idol exist everywhere? A simple question, no. Has it got that consciousness? No. But you're telling it is omniscient. One which doesn't have consciousness, how can it be omniscient? It's a very relevant question, right question. So I have a problem. But if we explain things scientifically and rationally in the light of Vedas, you find no atheist. No one can be an atheist. So the final conclusion is, every one of us, when we understand things rightly, we revere it, we respect it, and we say it is great. Mahanasi. What are the basic two things that we are observing in this piece of Veda mantra? It is the creator of all, and it is the giver of everything to we Sachits. Vishwakarma, Vishwadeva, Asi. Mahanasi. Today, I've accepted one more lecture to go immediately after closing this class. So I'm stopping at this. And tomorrow we can have. Tomorrow I don't have dialysis. Tomorrow we can have the class. So thank you all.
Thank you, Sharma ji.
Thank you. Varun, hage nimma time? Hage nim time?
Sir, it's free.